quite a big day actually. The news is out. Whatever stage you are in your life, it's just the start of what's to come. So it's only going to get better. That's what we strive for, progression, not perfection. Just the start. Welcome back to Just the Start. I think it's episode 4, but we are in different setting. We are not in the home gym of Intent. We are at Ultimate Fitness in Birmingham. We have got loads of people here. We are with Christian, Tim Stewart. I've got a few clients here as well, which is great. We're with Charles. Everyone's here. It's quite a big day actually. I think this might be released after the news has come out, but if it's before, then some big news is coming. If it's afterwards, the news is out. Okay, you might see it with what I'm wearing underneath this jumper, but all in all, everything is going well. It's good to see Christian. I'm going to be deloading after the session. So we started this meso on a leg session. We're ending it on a leg session because energy levels are slowly starting to dip. Scale weight hasn't really moved much. We're still 227.3 pounds this morning after a day of not doing cardio. So fatigue's pretty high. No cardio this morning. And then we just kept steps the same at 12.5k. Everything seems to be going well, but I'm going to be deloading for a good Sunday to Sunday. So a good 7 days completely off the gym after this period, after this session today anyway. And then we're going to be seeing how we go from there. Hopefully see a big shift in body composition, but it's timed perfectly. So after this we can go into a good sort of 6 week worth of fat loss and then go to the first show. So 7 weeks out, we've got legs today, Ultimate Fitness Birmingham. I'm going to take you through my leg session, what I do at a different gym. Let's get it, 7 weeks out. Take your shoes off when you're doing calf raises. Standing calf raise, because I was going to do seated, but it's been taken. So, standing calf raise, to be fair, it's actually a really nice standing calf raise. So, we're just going to take this sort of freestyle last session of the deload, so you can sort of get away with doing a few things, especially with being like in a new gym. You want to sort of replicate the same movements that you are doing. So, nothing too out of the ordinary, but you can go a little bit here, then everywhere. See what you want to do. Sort of freestyle it. We're going to replicate the same movements that I usually have anyway. So, some form of hamstring curl, leg extension, leg press. See what goes. Oh, goodness me, feeling good. Even though it's the last session, that's what you hear a lot of people say that on prep. Yeah, I'm feeling good, even though they're probably likely not. So, like I said on the intro, we are 7 weeks out as of tomorrow from the first show being PCA Midlands. Feel good. Feeling in a good spot. People always ask me how I'm feeling, and it's one of them things where hunger's in a good spot. Food is pretty low, but in terms of hunger's absolutely fine. It's just the energy levels. Some days I'm feeling down in energy levels, some days I feel alright. But coming up to the last session of this meso, I am feeling pretty battered. I'm going to take a week off, reduce fatigue, obviously reduce inflammation that we gathered over this training block. Probably going to feed myself up a little bit, ready for the next 6 weeks, but we're feeling good, we're feeling ready for it, but everything is in a fantastic spot. No. Little tip when you're on your lying hamstring curls next, use these things, lifting straps. Like I say, in any movement in the gym, if you can increase how stable you are, the more force you'll be able to produce. But what these do allow you to do is allow you to literally think about driving and pulling them handles apart and actually allowing you to engage your lats and be in a more stable position. Like I said, the more stable we are, the better foundation we're putting in place to allow us to produce more force. More force produced, more muscle acquired, the more gains. So next time you're on the line of hamstring curl, strap yourself in. Very, very nice. So the rationale I'm putting this prior to the hyperextension, just that this targets the short range of the hamstring, and then we're targeting more of the lengthened range or mid to lengthened range on the hyperextension, but it doesn't really make much difference if you have put the seated hamstring curl beforehand. As long as you've got this in your rotation, some form of seated hamstring curl and lying hamstring curl as well, you'll be sound for developing those hamstrings, which I still need. With
I know you want prep, bro. Come on.
Oh my lord. Went with Charles anyway. God, that was an absolute struggle. Prep, bro.
Deload from now.
Yeah, we'll just do that from now. Sam, cut the session short, mate. I pull my back now. Charles jumping in. Time to switch on now. As you can see, Charles isn't fully extended at the bottom. Charles used to have loads of lower back pain while doing a hamstring curl. And the reason why is because, imagine it like a seesaw. What happens is that when somebody comes down too far and extends too much, their upper body actually tries to come up and their lower back's compromised. So you see a lot of people actually get loads of lower back pain from the lying hamstring curl. It's because they actually overextend and come down too far, so their lower back's compromised. But as you can see, she's just cutting it short a little bit, so her lower back's still intact, but also as well, she's getting a good length in the hamstring. So write that down. If you're getting lower back issues on the lying hamstring curl, don't overextend, come down just as much as where your lower back stay nice and neutral. Ooh. So yesterday, my clients, Alex and Laura, came up from Taunton to come see me. And the first thing they actually said to me was, you don't actually seem like you're on prep. And I think there's this big stigma of when somebody's on prep, they're moody. And if you watch the last video of me and Charles, Mr. and Mrs., you'll understand that I've not really changed that much. Yeah, my energy levels drop and Charles tries to keep me awake. But in retrospect, you shouldn't change on prep, okay? Embrace it. Be as present as possible, because a lot of people just go, yeah, I feel absolutely fine, bro, when you don't. Embrace the fact, be present, actually accept the fact that you do feel a little bit shit, a little bit rubbish. You're gonna have them days. It's not gonna be easy. It's not meant to be easy, but communicate to others that it's gonna feel a bit bad sometimes. So, the reason why I'm actually here at Ultimate Fitness today is because, as you can see by the merch, it's not just coached by Christian, it's team coached by Christian. And what that means is that I am a coach with Christian now under his brand, as well as Tim Stewart, and I'm absolutely privileged, overwhelmed, every emotion that you can probably feel with happiness I'm feeling right now. But he reached out to me, and obviously I think it'd be stupid not to take the opportunity to work under one of the best coaches in the UK by an absolute mile. I've been coached by Christian now for 86 weeks, so just over a year and a half, and what he's taught me to become a better coach has helped me massively, and something that I never thought I would come is this. So we're here now, we're officially working with Christian. What he brings is this sort of team ethos where I'm not working for him, even though it's under his umbrella, coached by Christian. This is what it is, I'm working with him. We're creating a team environment. There's no upper, lower hierarchy. Thank you to everyone that's invested into me over this period of time. What I've done over this 2.5 year period of being the coach, I never thought I'd achieve. So thank you, because we've got much more to come, and it's only just a start. Funnily enough, that's why I wanted to call it just a start, because I'm progressing within not only my coaching business, but also I've got prep, and whatever stage you are in your life, it is just the start of what's to come, because it's only going to get better. That's what we strive for, progression, not perfection, just the start. It's actually nice going on a hyper extension. I do have a back extension at intent, which is absolutely incredible, but it's actually quite nice to do a normal hyper extension. It's just with the loading. Got 320 plates here, 320 plates, so we'll see how these hands fare up. That's heavier than the first set, funny enough. Oh my lord, mate. All the blood rushes to your head. But anyway, let's put these plates back. Oh yeah, mate. We ain't no two trip around it. Let's do this. Quad compound. What do we pick? I don't know. We'll see what we fancy. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll be nice. Nice and light on this. We ain't no 5 plate, 6 plate Cybex hack squatter when we're a swimmer. 6'4" swimmer. That's a prime leg extension. Let's warm up. Decent. We're jumping on with client Alex. Big man too. Oh. Decent, mate. See how that? See how that slid down my back? Honestly, my quads are that ruined, mate. 3, 2, 1. So, I've not been on this bit of kit for, I think I was £35, £40 heavier, and I did about 5.5 plates, 5 plates I think it was, and there was a different band setup. So, like I said, whenever you are whenever you're on a new bit of equipment that you've not been on in a while, you're down in scale weight, you might be in a different phase completely, always undershoot your load, never overshoot your load, always get a good neurological connection with the movement in terms of taking more feeder sets, more warm-up sets, and then always take a higher rep up that you know you can move quite well, and then assess afterwards with loading. You can go heavier, you can stick at the same load, you can go lighter, but always undershoot your load when you do your first set on a movement that you've not done in a while or you've never done before.
Not possible, mate.
Mate, I'm trying to get in the zone, bro.
For us, mate.
I'm trying to get in the zone.
I'm trying to get in the zone.
Mate, I'm not like you, mate. Athlete mode all the time.
Huh?
I'm not like you, mate. Athlete mode all the time. Athlete mode. Don't speak to me. That feels so good. Nice and slow. Nah, mate, we're going lighter than that. We're on the safe side. See, I could probably move that for about 8 to 10, I reckon. But I think it's gonna be a bit on the safer side and go 3.5.
Go on, mate, stay on it. Still you, mate. Still it. Go on, Tom. Drive. Easy. On my ass.
13.
Loosen the band off. Loosen the band off. Did you loosen the band off?
I put it one notch, like loosened it. There was too much.
Yeah.
There was too much tension there. Can't be cheating. That's 13. That's good.
Didn't knock your knee on that bastard.
Oh, did you? Nah, mate.
I like was like, went to get it. Fucking slapped me.
Did you? I said I weren't going to go 4 plates. And I thought it felt good. Got 13. Thought I was going to get 8. I felt good though. So always do a high repper, and then now I can reassess. I might do that weight again, and I might go down, but happy with that. I feel peak off season, mate.
What?
I feel like you, peak off season. Struggling to catch my breath. First time was so nice. We've got to do the same weight twice. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I got 13 last time, so I know that I can get a good minimum 8 this time round. Or I hope so anyway. Is 4 plates respectable, mate? Is it respectable, yeah? Very. I don't feel that weak then. For a 6'4" swimmer, not too bad. Gonna do some 50 meters later on. What did they say? Hybrid? What? Leg pressing tips, squatting tips, bracing. Don't brace from the top of the rep, and don't brace like literally you're about to brace for your last rep on your first rep. Really important when heading into a set, trying to standardize that breathing. Okay, so by the back end of the set, you're keeping that heart rate as down as possible, keeping that breathing rate nice and controlled, so our ability to brace when we're in a fatigued state towards the back end of the set is therefore greater. The greater our ability to brace, the more chance we're going to get them final, more effective reps at the end. So continuity, okay, making sure that we're standardizing our breathing and making sure we're not bracing really hard from rep 1. Yeah, breathe there. 10, 13 and 10. Not too bad. Considering the last time I was here, I think it was 5.5 for 8. So, considering I've not been on this kit literally for about, since the start of the year, so about 7 months. 35 pounds down from peak off-season weight. Not too bad, we'll take that. Be safe with your loading, guys. Hashtag it. Undershoot, don't overshoot. And that goes for any form of life. A little tip for people on prep. How are you feeling? Great question. In this time, a big thing that I'd say, a big positive, go to different gyms, surround yourself with different people. It does help getting out of your normal environment because it can get quite monotonous, quite tedious doing the same thing, training at the same gym. Train with your clients, train with other people, train in different environments. So it does help. It does give you that sort of mental release of making you feel like you're not giving sort of like the same day every day. So big tip for people out on prep or any sort of diet phase, any phase, go and train somewhere else. Quads are ruined, but now because our quads are fatigued, but we can still have strength in that mid to lengthened range. What I'm going to do now is reduce the actual total load that I'm actually extending, but I'm going to be placing a slightly more load in the emphasis range of the lengthened range where we still hold some strength. So yeah, write that down and write down, don't try and talk after doing a set. 3 sets here, 1 down, 2 to go. So this gym has the access to a prime leg extension. With this, I'm not even going to go through it. You can load different parts of the range. Before a quad compound, when our quads are fresh, we want to make the most of that shortened range. Even though it already overloads that range, make the most of it. Put some weight on the bottom. But with this, because our quads are already taxed and fatigued from the main quad compound, our ability to get the quad fully short in its contracted position is going to be harder. So we're actually placing more of the load where we actually have some strength left, and that's in the mid to lengthened range. So we're placing the majority of the load in this mid to lengthened range and having it drop off in the shortened range where we're already fatigued. So relevant to where we are in the session, we're loading appropriately compared to where our quads are to be honest with fatigued. Yes, you can have a big Tomanos tonight. Send me a picture as well, I want to make sure it's big enough and it's past the Tomanos rating. Oh. So, tips next time on the leg extension to improve. So, firstly, set up, axis of rotation, make sure your knee's in line. Input pad, make sure it's as high as possible. As well, a few cues to help you. In that lengthened range, when you're going into the concentric, imagine pulling through the top of your quad, and in that shortened range, imagine bringing in and actually curling your toes back towards you. Really important that we're cueing full knee extension and getting that quad fully short. And also as well, use straps Make sure you're driving your hips down and minimizing any inertia and momentum that can be created at the hips. There you go, big quads, inbound. Hopefully that works for me because I haven't got big quads.
I didn't realise it said coach on the back. You didn't know what
I've been promoted to athlete to coach. Oh. Finito. We are done.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Oh. So, legs ticked off. Ultimate Fitness. Last session of the deload. Thank the Lord. I am trashed. 7-8 days off completely now. I'm going to be checking in with Christian every day throughout this period of time, just assessing what's happening to my body and gathering data on me. The more data you can gather over this period of time, especially when body composition and everything's changing so rapidly, it's going to be really important to do so. So checking in, making a sort of any daily adjustments to reducing fatigue via steps or cardio, increasing food, whatever, and then we can go back into the last 6 weeks. But I hope you enjoyed. That was a leg session. That's sort of replicating what I normally do at Intent on Saturday. You've seen me 7 weeks out, 7 weeks out of tomorrow. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, as always, share to your pals, and I'll see you in the next one.